Let's get going. Today, we're going to be talking about social media, and I'm waiting on Jeff Fitzer. We run a podcast together for Drunk on Social. If you want to jump on that, we're always talking about social, all the latest and all of the new things that come out, the way that you should be using social. So take a look at that one. I'm pretty sure one of our great, awesome people will be posting that link for the Drunk on Social podcast. And today I really wanted to talk about social media and how to use really the people that you've hired to be able to help you with that leverage. And it could just be your admin, or it could be somebody specific to it. And Jeff and I have talked about this before, and we want to go over the strategies as well. And you know what? There's Jeff. Jeff, let me promote you to panelist. I see you, buddy. Give me a second. All right. I promoted you to panelist, so your butt should be in here. We just have to shift you over. There you are, dude. What's up?
Hi, buddy.
You and your mustache.
I was grooming it, so that's why I'm late.
You're grooming your mustache. Did you put it up on social, though?
Every day.
I saw that, dude. Like, you even did a Zoom for us. I was like, okay, this is great. This is great. All right, Jeff, I already did our intro. We have a podcast. If you find the link, put it on there. But let's talk about strategies for 2022 in regards to social media and business, right? How do we use social media to grow our influence, to grow our business, our bottom dollars? What does that look like? Because I often hear people say, well, how can we measure ROI when it comes to social media? And I'm not sure that that's the right question. How do you see it?
Well, first of all, let me backtrack. So you asked for the link for the symposium. Is that correct?
Yep, you got it.
All right, I will find it while we're talking. So ROI on social media is challenging, just like it's challenging for most marketing that isn't lead driven. And I think that is why a lot of agents and professionals don't stick with it, because they don't see, everybody wants to get rich quick. Everybody wants immediate return, but that doesn't exist. And so just my opinion, you have to take it from those who actually execute and actually have done it and actually seen the results. So, for me, it took a good 2 to 3 years before I started realizing it. And it was about year 4 or 5 when not only we grow, but we kind of hockey sticked. And it's just a level of consistency and being basically ignoring the fact that you don't feel like you're getting seen. You don't feel like it's doing anything, and you just have to power through.
Well, part of that's also you getting comfortable and finding that right voice, the right niche in what you're doing, right? And that comes with the consistency and continually posting.
Yeah.
And sometimes we never find that voice or niche because we just don't post enough, right?
That's a good point. And I think that testing is something that not a lot of people do enough of. You and I do it all day long, every day, right?
That's because we feel good sucking at things.
Well, I mean, part of it is, what we do. And, obviously I always tell people, it's like, don't use us as a comparison because we're doing it for different reasons. However, we got to this level because of what we've done. And, there's so many different examples of people, but I think what you said is great, because there's no one way to skin this cat. Not one, right? There's some people that are crushing it at social media that do it, like Austin Armstrong. Let's use him as an example. Yep. The guy is all in on a niche topic, doing social media topics. Then you got somebody like me who's all in, who's been all in, sharing basically my life, right? It's just authentic. It's the day-to-day. I don't know if you haven't seen my TikTok today, I'll share it to my stories. My wife and I were in the gym this morning, and I go up behind her and slap her on the ass. And because I know I'm going to get a dirty look, and actually she retaliated by trying to hit me where it counts. But that's the kind of stuff. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, okay, that's cute and that's funny and that's maybe stupid, but that's what I share. Like, I share my life because the people that follow me get to know me, feel like they know my wife. They feel like they know me. They feel like they know Winter. They know my kids. Right. And it just, it completely changes things. Whoa, it's already got 1,000 views.
Yeah, bro. I mean, remember, do you remember the secret? Her face,
Yeah,
her face was so good.
And then she racked me.
Of course she racked you.
Yes, she did.
But you know what's interesting? We got that. What was that? That stat that we got from Instagram the other day, and they didn't want anybody to share it. Remember that one?
No.
Okay, so we got this directly from Instagram, and they didn't want us sharing it, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. It's kind of like the secret to the algorithm. And here's Instagram's algorithm. The number of followers is equal to the size of the butt. I mean, that's scientific at that point, right? I love that one.
That's funny.
We got it from London, by the way. That was hilarious.
That's great. Share that to me. I need that. I need that.
Straight face. I'll send it over to you. All right.
Well, so, but I think the point is, though, and like you said, there's 10 million ideas and ways that you can do this. But when we talk about finding your niche, it's the way I teach it, the way I preach it is that if you force it, and if you try to do something that doesn't come easy or doesn't come natural, or you find yourself having to spend too much time creating the content, well, then it's probably not a sustainable strategy, right? And so my opinion is that for so many professionals, they want to come on social and be like someone that they see. And, you can use a Brad McCallum or a Ken Posek, the guys like this that are doing it at a very, very high level professionally. But that's really hard to duplicate. That's really hard to sustain. It's really hard to duplicate. And so my opinion is you're overthinking it, and whatever it is that you do in your life. And if that is part of your work, that's fine. Make that a niche. But, whatever it is you're doing, it becomes very easy to create content around the things you're already doing. Then it becomes an extension of life, and it's less work. It's easier. And you're going to find your tribe, right? People that are into your stuff. And it's kind of my philosophy.
Well, I think, look, we overthink it. Let's take a look at Austin, because you brought up Austin on TikTok, Socialty Pro, right? Mm-hmm. And he's got 282,000 followers.
That's crazy.
And this is his videos are just shot on his phone, right? That's it. Not hot, and there's no high quality shooting here at all. He duets people, right? Duets himself, and then just shoots it on his phone, which is, I mean, Jeff, you should duet yourself, dude.
He duets himself. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. But the idea behind it is that it's consistent.
Yeah.
You find that happens to be the key. And for us that are running a business, the key is, for me, it's leveraging it out. Because Jeff, the only way that we succeeded at doing 100 videos in 30 days for me was I shot a third of them on one day. I sent it out to my team, my VA team, to edit. They edited it, and then they're like, okay, ready to post. They could have posted it for me too, but I posted it because I chose the music, right, and put it up. The other 2/3 of the videos I shot very similarly to what you saw there with Austin and with Jeff, right? Just my camera. Mm-hmm. So if we want to stay consistent and then explode into what you talked about, whereas like you said, hey, now I'm going to post this video to Instagram. Right now, all of a sudden, I need help, man. There's no way I can create everything and post it to consistently over a long period of time to YouTube, to Instagram, to Facebook Reels, to TikTok, and then also to stories, and then to the feed.
Yeah.
The consistency comes with help.
Yeah.
And that's what some people just refuse to get. Because look at us. We're at the point where we're already way past the point where we need more help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We create so much content. I don't have anybody to help me to post it everywhere I want.
Yeah.
Some of it goes to waste.
Same.
And so your plan for 2022 is to hire a social media manager. Tell me what that looks like.
Yeah. So I mean, and the way I describe it is I need a D-Rock. I need a content distributor. Obviously, they'll probably have maybe multiple roles, and ideally, it would be somebody local. But it's not the end of the world because content creation is not my problem. So you have to figure out where you need your help, and then work around that. But for us, yeah, like you just said, like I have videos that go back months that I meant to post, and I just haven't gotten around to it, or I saw a squirrel, or something happened, right?
Yeah.
And it would be ideal if I could just upload this stuff to a place where we all have access, and that person is responsible for distributing it to every channel in every way. And honestly, in an ideal world, it's a person that could take that content and even cut it up into other different types of content. Another guy that I've been following closely, and he does a really good job, is Neil. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like Dingra or something like that. He's in the mortgage world. He's based out of I believe Reno, Nevada. He's a mortgage guy. We've interviewed him before, and he's crushing it. His content strategy is on freaking point. And maybe we should actually even interview him at some point.
What's
and
his
talk to
name?
him. Neil is his name. You'd recognize him if you saw him. Here, I'll tell you how to spell it.
That way I can look and people can take a look at what I'm
Neil, Neel.
Neel.
Last name is Dhingra.
GRA. All right. Neil Dingra. I got him. All right. Let me share. Oh, I know. Yes, you're right. I do know Neil. All right. So let me take a look here. I'm not following him yet, but I'm not logged in. But let's take a look at Neil. Oh, you spoke with him at an event.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Great dude.
So it looks like he uses a higher quality camera and edits his stuff, though.
He does, but there's no way he's doing it on his own because he runs a much smaller mortgage team than I do.
Yeah.
And I know what it takes. But the reason I say that is I've scaled more out of the business than probably he has, which means he's probably more in the business. He's doing a lot of business, which means I know he's dealing with mortgages. And so he's got to have some people, and I'd like to learn what his strategy is.
Well, that's the wrong Glenda Baker.
That is definitely the wrong Glenda Baker. But now that you're there.
Yeah, I mean, look, how many likes? There you go. All right. So this is the correct Glenda Baker.
Yeah.
Dude, it's all scientific. It's from Instagram. Glenda Baker. There you go. 500,000 followers. And she does use a higher quality camera. She does have a team that edits. She prepares what she's going to talk about. But you can also tell this, Jeff, check this out. Same shirt, same shirt, same shirt, same shirt. She bulks them, right?
Yeah.
She does what I do. And that's what I suggest you do if you're going to go all in to create consistency, right? This is why we're looking at hiring more and more people to help us leverage out the things that we shouldn't be doing, right?
Yeah.
So I love Glenda Baker, follow her. And then one of our personal friends, Lana Rodriguez. Let me see if
I wonder if Lana's got a strategy or if she's doing it all on her own.
Right now, I know that she's doing it all on her own. It's the Lana Rodriguez. There you go. Almost 40,000 followers. It's pretty good, man. Pretty good. And she changes. Sometimes she talks about real estate, and sometimes she talks about her personal mom life and just personal stuff. And her videos fluctuate. Sometimes she gets thousands and thousands of views.
Notice she's batching too.
She totally is. The red shirt, dude. The red shirt.
Yep.
Really good point. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Right. So that 1, 2, 3. Batching really helps.
Yeah.
Right. So we just
like when you're in a moment, capitalize on it and go with it, you know?
Yeah. And we save a lot of the videos. We put them into the draft section and then use them later. I have so much in my draft. I haven't even looked.
Yeah. But that goes back to the whole, like, you have to either be like me, which I know is an anomaly and unicornish in the sense that I actually enjoy editing videos. The problem is I lack the time always to keep up with it. So that's where you need help. And so if you have somebody who can basically do that for you, and this is where VAs, I mean, I couldn't keep up with YouTube if it wasn't for a VA. I couldn't keep up with everything I do on Instagram if it wasn't for a VA. You know, it's you know, that's it. You can't live without them. I mean, or let's put it this way. You can't go to the levels we want to go to without them. That's the key.
Yeah, that's very true, man. Very true. So with the social media manager where you're at, What is it that you want to achieve? Because right now you've got a video editor, right? Kind of.
Multiple.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yes.
Video editor.
Mm-hmm.
You've got somebody who helps you with the graphics for graphic design, right? And so what are you going to do with the social media manager? Is this just the person you're going to bring in to help you post the things that you're not posting, or what does that look like? Because I don't ever see you not personally posting to TikTok. That's just who you are.
Yeah.
So what does this person do?
I think that's where I need help. I need help on distribution. So again, probably twofold. So I don't lack the content creation. I could use help in the editing because again, I end up taking, like I went and saw the Blue Angels and I took, I even posted this. It was like 90 videos and I meant to go back and edit stuff together and make it cool and fun, but I only did like 3. I lack the time, right? I still might at some point. I do this at the Lake of the Ozarks all the time. And so I could use help there. It would be nice to be able to upload raw stuff and have somebody who understands what I want, what I already create. So they got to have some skill set so they can go back, they can stalk me, see what it is that I do, and they can then go, basically emulate it and help me create and then distribute. So those are the 2 biggest things, because like you said, there was a video I shared yesterday that was I cut out a bunch of cuts from a speaking engagement that we did virtually with Ren. And I just, whatever profound things that I said, there was like 6 of them, sent it off to an editor who edited them, made them pretty. I've only posted 2. We did that like 3 months ago. And it was just frustrating. And one of them wouldn't post to LinkedIn because of some fault, there was some error I was getting. So I'll vacate it and I'll never go back to it. And I need somebody who can focus on that. Somebody who can actually make sure that stuff's getting posted. Twitter is another one. I want to be posting more to Twitter. And, I do it all myself now. And it's that, you and I talk about this, man, it's not sustainable. We talk about one of our goals for 2021, which is 3 videos a day. 2022. I'm sorry, 2022. And I told you, it's not sustainable if we don't have some help. And, that's a big, hairy, audacious goal, but it's all right. So there's no way.
Let's talk along those lines. We've got about 10 minutes left. Let's talk about strategy for 2022 along the lines of what a business owner you think should be focused on when it comes to social media. Should it be one specific social outlet? Should it be a few? What would it be?
It depends where you're at. So this obviously is catered to each individual person. If you're in a beginning phase and you aren't doing anything, you really do need to dial in on the pillars. What is it that you can create? And we're not talking about just one. And I'll give you an example. So I talked about how I share my personal stuff. That's easy. I'm living my life, right? And then I do other things around my life, like golf and other things that I try to stay consistent with because I'm playing golf consistently. But then there's another one where, for example, you and I preach and teach social media, and we stay very hip. Our podcast is all about the latest news. So I decided, what would be really cool is I'm going to create 5 videos a week, 1 a day during the week, right? 5 videos a day or 5 videos a week on the topics that we're already talking about. I already have the data, right? I already have the content. It's there. I just need to recreate it into a script. So I hired a script writer who now I say, he sends me the articles. He says, pick one. I pick one. He writes a script. Sometimes I rewrite them. Sometimes I edit them. Sometimes I go with them, but I have help. Now, then I got to go shoot them. I shoot them. I then send it off to a video editor who makes them pretty. This is all very inexpensive, by the way, but it's allowing me now to create what's 5 videos times 52 weeks. Bam. Like that's a strategy that I now have in place for 2022. That's going to allow me to position myself as an authority because I don't know of anybody who's putting out that content. And so I would advise you as a professional is find that as one of your pillars, find the data that somebody else is already putting out, call it a blog, and that you can use as a resource to find the stuff. Maybe you want to make it all about community content. Find your resources. There's resources out there. There's tons of them. And you go find the stuff, turn it into a video, and then bam, now you've got maybe 250 to 365 videos that you can put out next year. And you're going to change your life. You're going to change the way you do business. You're going to change your visibility. You're going to change your opportunities. It's going to be crazy.
I agree, dude. And I think it takes a massive amount of commitment to be able to do that at the level that people want. And you need help, right?
100%.
That's what it comes down to, man.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think? And there's a difference. All right. This is why I'm asking these two separate questions. You work with a lot of agents and mortgage brokers, real estate agents, mortgage brokers. And what would you say that a single agent should be doing on social media versus a team / brokerage? Does that change from your answer that you just gave or not?
Well, the single agent, I mean, it's kind of similar in the sense. The only difference between a broker is I would be thinking about your people, right? If you are a leader, help them help, which is also going to create content for you, right? But ultimately, at the end of the day, you got to think about yourself. You got to think about how you're going to promote yourself. And so whether you're promoting yourself as an individual, you're promoting yourself as a business, as a brokerage, it's just going to change slightly. Maybe how, like if you're a brokerage, you already have a lot of content. Start creating content with your agents. Like that's easy. And it shows culture, right? It shows collaboration. It shows what you do for your agents. It's a no-brainer. If you're not doing this, honestly, and I say this kind of loosely, shame on you. Like, because there's other leaders that are, and they're going to blow you out of the water, right? So do it and go hire the help to do it. If you're an individual agent, stop being so afraid of the camera. Stop being afraid of what people are going to think and go all in. Figure out those strategies, figure out your content niches and start creating consistent content. And I think Tristan, we were just texting about this morning. We find our accountability partners. He and I are accountability partners. So it's like, he's asked me like 32 times, are we going to do this goal in 2022? And I just send him emojis back, like scary faces, because I don't want to do it, but I'll do it because I know that's how it works. Like Tristan knows he doesn't have anybody psychotic enough to do these stupid goals with him. So he chooses me and then we hold each other accountable, because when Tristan falls off the wagon, I'll ride his ass. And when I fall off the wagon, he'll ride my ass. And so having that is very useful, but first set the goal. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing now? If you're doing very little and it's very inconsistent, set a goal. Maybe it's 3 videos a week, 3 posts a week, 1 a day, whatever that is. Set the goal, ideally find an accountability partner and run, man. Because you only got like a week left until the new year starts.
Well, I think that's where you and I have the calendar. And I say, if you're going to start anywhere, start with that calendar, right? At least you're posting 1 time a day at your favorite place to post. And for most people that we talk to, I still think it's Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. And by the way, this is another thing I will add, like Facebook groups. Everybody should have a Facebook group built around friends and family, AKA past customers, but don't call it past customers, call it friends and family. You should hire yourself a VA to help you post 20 times a month. That's what the VA can do. They'll help you set up the group. They'll help manage analytics. They'll help manage engagement. They'll post for you. And all you have to do is go find people, invite them in consistently, engage in the comments, maybe do something that's more geographically driven as far as a post is concerned. And I tell you what, you're going to change your business. Will Penny, you look up Will Penny with Social Orchard. He's built a business around this and he's crushing it. The guy makes 7 figures and 70% of his business comes from his sphere. And most of his sphere is driven by his Facebook group. Boom.
That's it. Or look, if you like Discord more, do the same thing on Discord.
Yeah.
Right. There are so many options right now on social. And this is the calendar that Jeff and I work on. This is the December one. If you want to just start somewhere, go through and cycle through, teach, advice, and then sell with a story, right? Same thing. And what's today, dude? The 22nd? So it'd be advice. These are just prompts, last minute gift ideas and where to get them.
Love it. That's great.
Pretty good one. Number 23, it says, if you have a mustache like Jeff, show it off. I'm joking. That's not number 20. That's not.
But you know what? You just brought up a good point. That is the kind of stupid crap that identifies you as a human, me as a silly person. And, I wore a mustache for a costume. I decided to keep it to aggravate my wife. And now I just tell the story. And then every day I'm going to post it because this stupid mustache is going to get me as much engagement as any other post that I put out this week. And I'll post it every day. It's dumb, but damn it, it works.
Yeah, but it works.
It works. You should grow a mustache, Tristan. You would probably grow a really killer mustache.
You know what? I was going to leave my mustache on because I shaved it today. I shaved down, right? But yeah, I forgot.
I see it. It's still thicker right there.
Yeah, that's only because it's darker. The rest is kind of getting white.
Same. I'm all white here, and then this is not turned white at all. It's terrible.
Wait, Jeff, you're much older than I am. Like much older.
You asshole.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Follow Jeff on Instagram and TikTok. He handles the same thing everywhere. I think it's like Jeff Fitzer, right?
That's it. Easy to find.
Super easy. And then follow me. Mine's different. It's my name and then a dot, which made it more complicated. And then my last is super complicated. So
shoot us DMs. Shoot us DMs if you have questions. We're here to help.
Jeff, 100 videos every month for 2022. I think we could do it.
Try not to look at my mustache.
All right. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, everybody.